So I just had a realization as I'm busy coloring in that I thought I'd share. I don't know if I will, but I'm recording it so that if I decide later on to share it, then I'm going to share it. It relates to my human design. Everybody has their own thing. For me, human design makes the most sense. It makes the most sense to me. It's practical. I can see exactly what it's pointing to. I can feel it in my body. And so that is how I relate my experience to others in a way, that makes sense to them possibly as well. If they're looking into human design, then obviously it will. But emotional, if you're emotional, emotional in human design, you have your strategy, authority, and your profile. And your authority is your inner authority, and for me that is emotional. I'm an emotional manifesting generator. And so I just, I also have the 1222 channel in my chart, and 1222 channel in my chart, and 1222 channel in my chart, and 1222 channel. I noticed, as I learn more about my beingness, and how I be with things, and what's really going on, instead of being attached to how I'm feeling in the moment, just kind of exploring what it is, that's actually going on. So like if I'm listening to music, and the playlist that I've got on at the moment is a retro playlist, and for me retro is the 80s. And so playlist, and for me retro is the 80s. And so playlist, and for me retro is the 80s. And so, having been like, I was about 10 years old when this music was popular, and that I actually paid attention to it, so there was no way that I could have related to the music on any intellectual or physical level, being 10 years old and having had absolutely zero relationship experience, about love songs, and all these kinds of songs that evoke emotions. And so listening to it now, I still feel the same way about it. Like I still feel those feelings evoked, but I still have no like I don't remember it doesn't remind me of something, except for feeling emotional about it. And so I have to wonder then, like as an emotional person, with the emotional authority, if what I'm experiencing and my greatest experiential thing in life isn't just to experience my emotions, however it is. Like I don't actually need to go through a breakup and a makeup and a this and a that. Like I don't feel the need to experience that physical connection with someone. It's literally just the emotion that I'm experiencing. And through conditioning, one tends to think that you have to actually go through something or whatever to experience it. But emotions are in your body. If you're I could say that incorrectly, so I'm not going to continue on with that thought. But if you get what I mean, if just to feel the emotions without necessarily naming them, or and especially not judging them, but just kind of feeling the emotions, so that when you sing an emotional song, the most emotional song most of the time is Black from Pearl Jam. And I can definitely relate to that, in the sense of I just feel that emotionally. Like I would never ever say those words to somebody, like I hope you have a beautiful, I know someday you're gonna be a star in somebody else's sky, but why not mine? Like I would never say that to somebody. I would actually just tell them to fuck off, if I'm honest, because I wouldn't, if I was faced with that, but yet I still feel that whole emotion of that song, right? And so that's what leads me to conclude in this moment that for me, experiencing things through my emotions is, I don't know, how I experience things. And it doesn't, just because I haven't physically experienced, definitely doesn't mean that I can't experience it, because it's just the inner emotion that I'm feeling. So I don't know, how do you, I mean, if you feel like it, tell me, how do you feel emotions? Can you relate to what I'm saying? Does it make sense? Does it remind you of something? And that's it for this one.